to say, gosh, when I was that young, was I that energetic? This guy, when I met him, I knew he was a stud in this business. You see, this guy started this business in his early 20s. And this guy in his 20s built a phenomenal business, building other leaders, teaching other people the business in multiple states. And boy, when we opened up Pennsylvania, this guy just went to running. So ladies and gentlemen, I want you to give it up. For now, I can say my true partner, because we promoted to national director in the same year. Guys, give it up for one of our newest national directors, my friend, James Levins.
I'm so proud of everybody here. This is amazing, guys. It's going to be an amazing weekend. Great speakers. First and foremost, I want to say, lead the charge. Lead the charge is the theme of this weekend edition. I love lead the charge, but let me teach you something. You can't lead the charge unless you lead by example. And everybody in this room is either in the top 3% or higher in this amazing company called Stream. You guys have been through the roadblocks, you've been through the ups and downs, you've had negative times, you've had great times, but you didn't quit and you're in this room. And for that, I'm proud of you guys and congratulate yourselves. Give it up for yourselves, guys. Great job. Last but not least, I just want to give a huge round of applause for the people that work tirelessly around the clock to make this event happen. They are there to help us create success in our lives. Without them, we'd be nothing. Give it up for our corporate staff. As loud as you can. This weekend's going to be amazing. We're going to have a lot of fun. First and foremost, enjoy your time. Have fun. That's what life's all about, enjoying life. You're going to hear from great speakers. You're going to hear from amazing trainers. You're going to learn so much knowledge. And we're going to celebrate success. And I'm so excited for this. But it's not about this weekend. You're going to have fun and learn a lot, but it's about what you do in the future that's going to create your success when you leave Dallas and Fort Worth. So I'm excited for that. You know, in this business, you've hit a success, pinnacle in your company now, or in your career. And you're here this weekend to hang out with amazing people, but you're really here to figure out in your mindset on how to take your business to the next level. And I'm very thankful growing up, my parents, they've always taught me that if I ever want to be successful in life, everything I do, I must take it to the next level. If I want to differ myself from anybody else, take whatever I'm doing to the next level. I'm very thankful for that. So we're going to teach you guys how to take your business to the next level. I'm going to tell you guys a story that a lot of never heard before, but I'm very proud of it because it set me up to where I am today in success. Back in the day, as a young kid, my family's very close. I'm very thankful for my family, my brothers, sisters. We have amazing cousins, aunts, and uncles. And my cousin was an only child, so my aunt and uncle would always take me on vacation because we're similar in age. And I go on vacation every year with them. One year I went to upstate New York, Lake George, New York, a beautiful area. And my aunt's very organized. She has itineraries down to the minute for 7 days straight, right? So the first day we go there, and horseback riding is on the itinerary. Now, I've never been horseback. I know people are going to laugh and go, horseback riding. I know we're in Fort Worth, and you guys are born with horses in the room, and, you're riding to school. For me, we don't have horses in Philly. That's just weird, right? So we go there, and we go to Lake George, and I instantly fell in love. We were riding horses through the trails. It was the coolest thing I've ever done in my entire life. I never wanted to stop. I felt bad for my aunt because I ruined the whole itinerary. Because every single day I'd say, Aunt, please drop me off at the barn so that I can learn about the horses and be around them. And at the end of the week, I was very upset to leave, but I was also very excited. Because when I got home, I told my parents about what happened and about how I fell in love with horseback riding. And then I hit them with it. Mom and Dad, I want to buy a horse. And they laughed at me, and it's funny, but here's the thing. Most parents would have smacked you and said, go to your room and get ready for dinner. not mine. I'm very thankful that they said, we love the goal you just set. We're going to support you, but here's the deal. They're very expensive. So you need to figure out a way how to produce income, and you can buy your horse and we'll support you. So I'm like, there's the roadblock. I'm telling all my friends, I'm high-fiving, I'm getting a horse. I'm getting a horse. I'll be the only kid in the neighborhood with a damn horse. I'm all excited. So then I got to figure out, I'm 12 years old, so think about this. Before the .com, before YouTube, where you can play with toys and make $8 million a year now, right? When I was 12, I had two options. Paper route or lemonade stand. And I'll tell you right now, I thought lemonade stands were for girls. I know it's 2019, I probably just offended half the room, but get over it. So I went the paper route. I started out, I have 35 papers. I was so excited, I was so appreciative that my clients, not customers, my clients would allow me the opportunity to deliver their papers, so in return I can hit my goal and get a horse. Every single day I went with pride, and I thanked them. And guess what? Every one of my clients knew my end result, why I'm doing this, is to get a horse. So guys, when you're excited about setting a goal, tell the world about it. Okay, be excited. If they look different at you, they're just jealous. Okay? So I got to work. 35 papers was so easy. Every morning before school, 20 minutes, done. But here's the problem. I settled. I settled in my comfort zone, which a lot of people do. It was easy for me to deliver 35 papers. It took 20 minutes. But here's the problem. It would take me 20 years at the rate I was going to get my horse. 20 years, right? So what did I have to do? I had to take my paper route to the next level. So I came up with a game plan. I went and met my district managers. A lot of my clients would always call the paper company and say how respectable a young man I was, and that they were always dry and always early, and they appreciated that. So I said to my district managers, thank you for what you do, and I would love the first opportunity of any paper route opening up. Please allow me the opportunity. I would love it. So as routes began to open, I began to get more routes in my paper business. I went from 35 papers to 80 to 120 to 190. You blink your eyes and next thing you know, I have 253 papers in my route. I'm 12 years old. My business expanded and exploded, and it sounds great, and it was. But here's the problem. 20 minutes it took me to do 35 papers. It was easy. Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, the papers were this thin. Thursday to Sunday with the circulars and all coupons, they're this thick. Vision this in your brain. I'm 2'6", 60 pounds soaking wet. I couldn't carry the papers. I couldn't do it. So here's my routine every day. I would go grab 10 papers from my parents' house. I would run. I would drop off the papers. I would go back. I'd get 10 more, and then I would run. It took me over 3 hours each morning to deliver my papers. I was a 12-year-old kid. I still had to go to school. I was miserable. It was horrible. I said, this is too hard. This is too difficult. I can't do this. It's taking too much time out of my life in the morning. I'm a kid. I started making excuses on why it wouldn't work for me, why I didn't want to do it. So I had 3 options in my life. Number one, I could have given up a lot of my paper route. I could have went back in my comfort zone, 35 papers, 20 minutes. It was easy. I could have went back and settled. But it'd take me 20 years to get my horse. Number two, the easiest thing in the world, like a lot of people do, I could have quit. I could have just said, screw it, I'm a 12-year-old kid working 21 hours a week. It's not worth it. But if I quit, I would never get my horse. Or number three, which I hope most of you do, I came up with a solution. I said, there's gotta be a solution to my problem. I just don't know what it is yet, but I gotta figure it out. So every day I grinded and I thought to myself, what can make this easier in life? Instead of concentrating on the problems why it won't work, I had to figure out how it would work. My father and I love my dad. I look up to him so much. We would go hit some golf balls at the driving range back when I was 12. And one day a golf cart went behind us. And it didn't make any noise. I said, Dad, how does that thing run? It doesn't make any noise. He said, it's electric, son. It's ran by batteries. A light bulb went off in my head. I said, that's my solution. It doesn't make any noise, so I won't disturb my clients at 3 o'clock in the morning. It's skinny enough to fit on the sidewalk, so I won't get hit by a freaking truck. And I could fit all my papers in the golf cart, and it would work. So I went home, I got in the paper, and I found the golf cart for $500. I called the gentleman, so excited. I said, sir, my father and I want to come over and look at your golf cart. I want to buy it. I went over there, and I told him about my entrepreneurship journey, and I said, this is what I'm doing. I'm expanding my business. I'm an entrepreneur. Really, I was just negotiating with him, okay? He wanted $500. I said, would you please take $250 for the golf cart? He said, great story, kid, but you're nuts. We settled at $375. I was very thankful. We got it. And every day, I would wake up in the morning and drive my little golf cart around, okay? I bought a golf cart, and I would wake up every day excited because I came up with a solution to my problem. My clients, word got out that I didn't quit, I didn't give up half my route. I figured out a problem, they respected that. So guess what they did? They gave me more money. They tipped me better. Word spread through the paper company. Everybody knew about this kid who had 253 papers. He wanted to buy a horse, and he got a golf cart. So the district managers would drop all the kids off that wanted to become paper boys or girls, and I would drive them around and show them what I do. And then when I would collect the money before the internet, I would collect it face to face, and I would thank all of my clients for allowing me the opportunity to deliver their papers so I can make money and get my goal. I led by example. I led the charge as a 12-year-old kid. And eventually I made a bunch of money, and guess what I got? I got my horse. There she is right there. I had a freaking bicycle helmet. I couldn't afford the nice one. So guys, I got the horse, and it's funny because I understood leverage. My time is valuable, so if I built a team of paper boys and girls, I can get a piece. I can help them achieve their goals and dreams, and by default, I get time freedom back. My sister would always come with me to the horseback riding stable, and she would love it. I said, why don't you come and join my team, and I'll buy you a horse. So my sister would come. We went from an hour and 20 minutes to 45 minutes. I bought her a horse. I was like Oprah. I'm like, you get a horse. You get a horse. Everybody gets a horse. Now people are thinking in their minds, what the hell does a horse and a paper route have to do with this amazing company we call Stream? My answer to you is everything. Everything. The horse was the goal. The paper route was the vehicle to get me there. I went through ups and downs. I hit adversity, but I never quit. Every person in this room is here for a reason, a purpose. You have an end result that you want to achieve, whether it's time freedom, financial freedom, whether it's to stay at home with your kids, whether it's to pay your mortgage, put your kids' college funds away, whatever it may be, you have a goal. Stream is the vehicle that can help you get there. And it's not always going to be easy, guys. Understand this. I could have given up all of my route because I was a kid. That was the greatest excuse ever. I'm a 12-year-old kid. I don't even work. But I didn't. When I joined this amazing company, Stream, I made a lot of money. I made a bunch of money. I had a big bank account. I had an exotic car in my garage worth more than most people's houses. But you know what I didn't have? Time. I was broke with time. I don't care if you make $1 million a year. If you have no time to spend with your family or enjoy your life, you are broke on a whole different level. And I was broke. So when I saw a vehicle to get me out of there, I went nuts. I went all in. People told me I'm stupid. They didn't have what I wanted. I kept going straight. And you know what? I appreciate everybody's whys in here. People have whys. What keeps them going every day? I appreciate and respect that. But sometimes your whys aren't big enough to keep you pushing that next extra step to that next level. You need to dig deeper and hit next level and come up with a desperate why. What is your desperate why? If I don't show the plan 3 times a day, my kids won't eat on Friday. If I don't get 2 customers this week, I'll have to live in my car. I know it sounds ridiculous, but what's your why? It should scare you. It should be so big. I have a lot of whys in my life, but I have some desperate whys that keep me going every single minute of the day. My dad, I look up to him more than anything. My number 1 role model in my life is my dad. My dad's created such an amazing family, 6 kids. My brother and sister are so respectful. He gave my mom an amazing life. My goal is to retire my father, and I am grinding. And every single time I want to quit. There's my dad. Look at his shirt says, STP. Show the plan, everybody. Every single time I want to quit or stop, I think of my dad at 70 years old working his ass off when he should be enjoying life with my mom. And I grind. I have another huge desperate why. This July, with my beautiful fiance, baby, stand up. Give it up for my gorgeous fiance over there. Congratulations. My beautiful fiance and I are expecting our first child in July. I am so excited. Thank you very much. Thank you. I am so excited about this baby because you know what? I'm grinding so much now like you've never seen me through my Stream business, my car dealership, our real estate firm. I am grinding every day because when our beautiful daughter comes here in July, because of stream, because of mindset, because of grind, I'm going to be the best stay-at-home father you'll ever see in your entire life. My daughter, I'm going to be at every single event my daughter has in her life. I'm going to be the lunch dad. They're going to say, lunch dad, go home. You've been here too much. I'm going to give this girl the greatest life she could ever imagine, as well as my fiance Alyssa. That's my desperate why. What's your desperate why? Only you can figure that out yourself. I can't figure that out for you. But when you figure out your desperate why, you wake up every single moment of your life and you grind until you crush it. Now you're going to have negatives, you're going to have failures. I failed going national director twice. I'm glad I did. Why? Because I learned. If you fail, it's okay as long as you learn something. You're that much closer to achieving it the next time. When Greg and Terry Pogrzelski called me and said, we want to run to executive director, I didn't even blink. I didn't even think it would promote me to national director. I didn't care. I just wanted to help them create success, and by default, I get where I want in life. That's what this business is all about. So we grinded. We came up with the vision board, the whiteboard. We got the plan out, the game plan, the goal was set, the date was set. We grinded. 6 a.m. we'd wake up. Greg would go to work. We'd be talking on the way to work. What are we doing today? What's the game plan? I would go do meetings while he was at work. Lunch break, he would go do meetings. By 1 o'clock, my iPhone only holds 100 in the call log. It already recycled. Midnight, I'd be going home. 3 times it would recycle. I lay in bed at 2 in the morning next to Alyssa, wide awake going, what do we have to do tomorrow to achieve success? She would say, baby, you did such a great job today. You guys promoted regional directors and managing directors and put customers in. I'm so proud of you. And as much as I thanked her, and most people would say, you're right, you're damn right. We worked hard. I had that next level thinking. I said, I could have done more. I could have done more. You gotta figure it out. We had so many roadblocks, most would have quit. Adversity ran us over with a steamroller. Rates up and down. Our team quit. The systems glitch. Most would have quit. Why? Because it's easy to quit. We grinded. We grinded every single day. It didn't matter. Why didn't it matter? Because our desperate why was bigger than quitting. And we went all in. I hear every single day people say, I want to get where you are. I want to be successful where you are. Oh, really? You think you have what it takes? I know I do. Okay, cool. Well, what were you doing Friday night? What were you eating pizza, watching TV, bitching about the politicians? Yes, that's why you're not successful. If your team quits, oh, come here. Your team quit, here. Shut your mouth and get back to work. Go sponsor somebody new. Stop making excuses. Stop making excuses, everybody. Rates suck in your area? No, they don't. James Hall works every day to give you great rates. And guess what? We have the best rates in the country. If it's not electricity, we have wireless. We have wireless in every state. Utilize it. Systems or this and that. Who cares? Worry about it later. A system glitch, you're going to ruin your check? That's stupid. Get to work. I don't care what it takes. You've got to make it happen if you want to build up. What is your desperate why? I can't figure it out for you. You've got to figure it out for yourself. But when you figure it out and you achieve it, it's the greatest feeling on earth. I promise you. Stop bitching. Stop complaining. Stop figuring out why it won't work and figure out a solution to why it will work. And by default, it will be successful. Pay the price now so you can pay any price you want later. Understand that. Stream, are we ready to take our businesses to the next level? Yes or yes? Here. Get your phones out, everybody. Get your stream phones out. If you don't have a stream phone, they're right in the thing over there by them. Get your stream phones out, everybody. Hold them up. Get out your video. Hit record for me. Hit the record button for me. I want you guys to record this, and anytime somebody walks up to you and says you're not good enough, anytime somebody says it's never gonna work, anytime somebody says you're stupid for doing it, you need to go back in your comfort zone where you were put on earth to just be comfortable and settle, go to work for somebody else, build their goals and dreams, and then you die. Anytime somebody says that negative, I want you to do these 2 things. I want you to look them right in the face and think in your mind, do they have what I want? Are they where I want to be in life? If the answer's no, you smile, you turn around, and you say, you ain't messing up my desperate why, mother, you know what? And you walk. Now stream, flip your phones around, look at your beautiful self.